Hello Mr. Craig, this is my pool deck. The stains you see around the grill, those are from the fat, from the oil. It's chipping in some spots. The roughest spot with the crack. Here is the sensitive part because I guess it's kinda splitting. Like a hairline crack. Another one. And finally we got the time and resources to get this project up. The work was done by Craig Fear with concrete enhancements. First phase of work is removing old coating on deck down to concrete. We started with grinding edges of deck and where the joints at. In other words, spots where heavy-duty equipment will not be able to reach. Small angle grinder was used with variety of diamond wheels. Also, the same tool is used for removing overlay from the edge of the pool, which is called pool coping. Not sure what material was on the pool deck, but it was a tough nut to crack even with heavy-duty equipment, and it took 2 days to remove it. We used concrete surface grinder and scarifier. There was so much dust around that someone even called fire department on the project, thinking there is a fire there. Use dust collector to try to reduce the amount of dust. And if you're working with surface grinder, use knee pads or pillow pad to protect your knees.
My wife and I always laugh. We say even Vladimir Putin uses a pillow.
Working around the pool, you gotta try to cover it to protect from dust for as long as you can, which wasn't done properly in my case. Because you're gonna end up with a ridiculous amount of particles and dust in your pool, mine looked like a nice ring. And it will take long time to clean it, killing off your pool filter, reducing lifespan of sand or cartridges there. However, nothing really can be done when you grind coping and edges of the pool, so you will end up with dust in the water anyway. After all the craziness with grinding, the concrete slabs should be pressure washed with addition of muriatic acid to the water, including areas of raw concrete where there wasn't any overlay, for example those oily spots under the grill. You might discover a lot of interesting stuff when you get to original concrete slabs. Apparently, my swimming pool had hot tub next to it back in the day that got filled in with the concrete, and lifeguard stand. Here is my scariest crack. This project was done while having chilly temperature outdoor, so not to waste time on waiting for everything to dry, we went with the help of propane torch over cracks and some expansion joints, so they can be repaired by patching right away. Hydraulic cement was used to patch the roughest cracks and joints.
Trowel and sponge.
We are not patching all cracks because some of them, the thinnest ones, will be a part of the pattern of the future deck overlay design, which is called random stones.
I'm going to cut these, and the cracks are going to be part of the pattern.
All of the repaired joints of pool deck slabs will be cut the same way to keep their original purpose. They would split at some point anyway. And the thickest crevices that we patch in still might crack, so we will use those lines in our design.
We're hoping that it cracks by Monday.
And it's supposed to crack at the same spot where was the previous crack, right?
Yeah, but I just need to know what side of the crack it's going to crack on.
Another brand of concrete patch, acrylic based, with higher ability to stay vertical, was used for pool coping. The next day we can smooth out all the patched parts with grinder and clean up area blowing off dust before applying the main resurfacing material. Those small cracks in the slab that weren't patched with the purpose of being used in our random stones design are getting covered by slim parent tape, so we can find them after applying overlay. The following materials used for coating concrete deck, coloring and sealing are coming from Concrete Technology Incorporated, and you cannot purchase them in a retail store. You need to become a dealer of the company, going through 2 days training to get certification. The coating is designed to protect existing concrete while giving it the look and texture.
Well, we pour the whole bag.
Material is getting mixed up in big 5-gallon bucket to the consistency of liquid yogurt. Material is getting applied with trowel, spreading it all over the deck. Gently on the edge, not to drop into the pool. Before material hardens, we pulling out our parent tape we applied over cracks to get them visible so we can use those in our random stones design of overlay. The same coating applied over the coping of the pool. But you made it harder this time, right? So it's not like milkshake. The material hardens fast. Within hours it starts solidifying.
Those are left after the tape removal.
The scores on original slab expansion joints can be done even before material completely cures. Those areas need wide separation anyway.
Usually it doesn't crack that soon. That means these two are moving. Okay, so I come in and separate it, take the tension, and then tomorrow I'll fix that.
The expansion joints are not the parts of random stones overlay design we have. They will be merged by colors inside of elements of the pattern. We carve the sections with a grinder. It's all about the creativity in this phase of work. Some areas might need additional material touch-ups to add thickness. When material hardens, some parts are coming out rough.
You gotta get textured over. Right here is rough.
You need to smooth them out with rub brick tool, which is typically used for dressing down concrete. Link to the tool in the description. There is specific product you need to use for coloring your overlay. Concrete technology manufacturer is offering multiple options to choose from.
So, and you offering the sandstone to turn a little bit yellowish, right?
Okay, so that's 4 right there. Now, if you want like a salmon or a Sierra,
Every colorant is getting mixed with the water. It's not a paint, more like you are creating a stain.
We might make this one a little yellowish.
make it yellow.
Yeah.
You mean add yellow to it?
Can we? Yeah.
Colorants are getting applied by staining pads.
The charcoal will be smaller stones. Your biggest stones will be your favorite colors, like this and the sandstone maybe.
It's pink rose. Oh, like the phone, like the iPhone.
Well, it is Valentine's Day.
Alright, if it wasn't for Valentine's Day, I would not put in this color down.
My wife said, she's like, you better pay me big when you get back.
The same approach using staining pads is for applying colorant over pool coping. I chose neutral color. We did few touch-ups in some spots where we wanted to slightly intensify the colors. We needed to outline our random stones to create better look. The lines previously carved with grinder were colored by solid black.
More of the color?
You mean potent?
Yeah.
It's black, so,
Done with small painter's brush. From contractors to artistic work real quick. It's advised to put caulking over the carved lines where we originally had the biggest cracks to seal them more to prevent further damage.
This is NP1 is the brand.
Now pool deck is ready for last step, sealant. No particles and dust should be on the deck. Blow it off. Sealer is from the same CTI manufacturer, getting applied by roller. Anti-slip additive was mixed in sealer to reduce slip hazards, which is extremely important around the pool area.
So it's really enhancing colors. Big time.
Yeah, it enriches the color. See the brown, how much darker?
Yeah.
I like the sealer because you can get high legally. You see how bold the black lines are? Yeah.
It's required to put 2 coats of sealer, so the next day started with clearing deck, blowing off morning dew. Also, we had few hours delayed due to uncertain weather. Can't allow rain to drip on fresh product. After sky got cleared, we were able to successfully apply the second coat. Need 6 hours to dry before foot traffic. Couldn't get happier with the look and of course quality. When the pollen season hit, you can see how our Resurface deck was rejecting it all. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel not to miss on future home improvement and construction projects.